Hi, and welcome back to another 7 Nights video. This might occur as a little bit weird since I haven't done commentaries or any of my uploads in quite a while now. But this time around, there is stuff that I would really like to say. Mainly being Mythical Awakened Rudy is, in my opinion, the first hero that they've done right since the reboot. Mythical Awakened Rudy, unlike so many of the other heroes before, is such a amazing addition to the game, and not only to just arena but to many content in general, that I'm actually so happy that they got it right this time for the 5th anniversary hero. To give you a little bit more context, let me explain how I felt about most of the other heroes that they've released during the reboot period. The game has been rebooted for like about a year by now, and we've gotten so many heroes like these old 7 Knights right here that you're seeing. We've gotten Eileen, we've gotten so many. But really, all of them have just been so specific, and so they do not leave a lasting impact. Like, let's look at the Celestial Guardians, by the way. Remember, I did a first commentary or first review that I did was actually for Miss, and when she was released, she was really good, and she became meta instantly, basically. And I don't recall whether I did a Fenrir review, but basically Miss was meta until they released this person who did this, which is preventing the HP transfer, which oh my gosh. Fenrir is still a good addition to the game, but the inclusion of the HP control effect is why it was mind-boggling to me. It basically made Miss useless. And this attitude when it came to balancing heroes carried out so many times. Like, let me just show you again. We got Myth Tara. We got Myth Tara when after they rebooted the game, and she does the signature suffocation, which if I recall correctly, she had even before the reboot. And then the magic team was just rampant with Tara, sorry, my bad, with Tara at the helm of it. And then they just went and released Lupu with this. Like, why? Suffocation resistance. Could you not think of anything better to add to the arena landscape? You have to do this. This is just so uninspired. And, however, Rudy suffers from none of those problems. In the current meta, we already have like a lot of heroes. Actually, we don't have that many heroes, but it's more diverse than we've had in a long time anyway. With these guys, they got remade as well. They were quite excellent, but they are not that good anymore. He doesn't do anything like Agnes Flame Nullification. He doesn't do like anything that specific. Let's look at his skill set right now. Decreases all damage 50% 6 turns. This is nothing big. Increases defense and blocking rate, which is a standard for a defensive hero. In fact, I really wondered why they did not give this to the awakened version of Rudy. Well, wait, did they? They did remake Rudy, right? I don't recall whether he got it after the remake or whatever. And yeah, he does. The allies get half of the effect. It's like, okay, and then reflect damage. Looks like a pretty standard defensive thing if you ask me, but that's exactly what's so great about it. It's not specific to counter a specific like hero in the meta. This buff does not make offensive teams, defensive teams, or any specific team worthless in the arena anymore. And this hero, these buffs, you can use on any team. You can use them on offensive teams, you can use them on magic teams, and of course you can use them on defensive teams. And even though defensive teams don't exist in the current meta, for the most part at least. Let's look at the skills. You'll see that most of the skills are actually not too bad either. This one, this first skill that is the damaging skill. I mean, it does have additional damage to offensive and magic heroes. However, this is nothing overpowered either. It's not like it uh incapacitates fire or something. Guards, this one, the skill nullification is also something that you can use on any team. It's not as if you need offensive heroes in order to get the suffocation resistance. It's not as if this applies to only defensive heroes. It applies to everyone. And well, fixed damage is fixed damage, nothing to talk about there. But all in all, I think this mindset that you can use him on any team is what they did right. This is what heroes should be about. I'm not saying that like you need. I'm not saying that every mythical awakened hero, like if you release another magic mythical awakened hero, that you can only give that mythical awakened hero. It needs to be useful for every team, but he must contribute something to the team without detracting from another character's usefulness directly. Like I could say that Rudy is a direct counter to Sage, although I I don't really feel that way. But if you look at it from like this point of view of the stats, technically he is a counter to Sage. Where is he? Here, which decreases the wait what? Decreases P attack and defense 10% each turn, while Rudy does pretty much the opposite, which is block rate and defense increase every turn. But it never really comes off as though it feels that way. In fact, Sage is still one of the most used characters in the current meta. It's not like his usage rate has plummeted the same way that Tara was killed from the meta when Lupu was a thing. Where is he? The healthy 12% usage rate. This attitude is really this idea is really what I feel that they got right this time. Instead of using Fenrir to immediately remove just one miss from the meta, or using Lupu to immediately remove Tara and the thing from the meta, this hero is a hero that you can use on many teams, and he doesn't directly remove one specific person from the meta. And yeah, I feel like they deserve to be praised for it. First hero that they got right. Anyway, as you saw in the beginning, I am on my alt account. I have not used this alt account in a long while, so please do not come and tell me that my account sucks. It does suck. I know it sucks. I haven't played it for a while. I do not have time to farm on all of my accounts, but I came back to this account because I wanted to drive home this very specific point. I am in master rank. I am rank 5870, despite the fact that I have not played this account in a very long time. A very long time, as evidenced by my last trophy, which was obtained in, is that that's like July, right? July, September, no, August. That's in August, 29th August. So the last time that I got a trophy was in 29th August. It's now like what, October something. And I've been unranked for 5 weeks or more, and despite that I can rush straight up to master rank with a pretty okay 94% win rate, and I'm ranked 5870 in master rank. I think it's safe to say that this Rudy is usable on many teams. Anyway, let me just explain the team first, and we can do a couple of rounds to see what this team is about. I didn't really have a lot of characters though, so yeah, I just used the same characters that I had from like a long time ago. I have Chris on top here. He's literally just there for counter and death debuff. He's not there for damage, unfortunately, because he doesn't do that much damage these days. Standard build, double critical, double counter, berserker ring, which they gave us so many for free, so why not? Standard build as well, critical, P attack increase, and life stealing. I do not have Dark Knight's Jewels because obviously I didn't play this account for a long time. For the limit break, I have given him death resistance, debuff casting rate because he's there for death debuff, and this so that he does his effect attack more. Of course, the person who we made this video for, Rudy, I gave him a pretty standard build as well. I wanted to give him double lethal actually, but you know, I don't have the specific stuff. I also don't have Mythical Awakening Stone, so hey. Double HP, which is standard as well. I give him the Berserker Ring because I do feel like the Berserker Ring is really good on Rudy, even though it might not be completely necessary because he does defense increase on his own, and the attack increase is really useless on him. But yeah, I do have this, but I cannot because I don't play this account that much, right? So I can't build it up too high. Standard survivability thing. You might be wondering why I give him the skill use chance. Well, he doesn't always cast this skill. I really need him to cast this skill, so I decided to just give him skill use chance anyway. If you don't give him skill use chance, you could use awakening gauge increase or something better basically. I would think that awakening gauge increase is the only other thing to give him though. Let's just check what are people using. Yeah. You could give recovery rate as well, I guess. Recovery rate. For the traits, bleeding resistance. I've given him bleeding resistance because he is usually the last person left alive, and the opponent's team last person left alive is always a Fenrir. So yeah, death debuff resistance because in expert rank and below, Chris is still a huge infection. It's really annoying. And I've given him blocking rate so that he will block more basically. I want him to max out his blocking rate sooner instead of later. I'm using Yoni. Don't have a lot of other characters to boot right now, and I don't have the material to power them up either, so I'm settling for her, but she serves quite an important purpose. I've given her double critical rate, double counter. I've given this, which is the Guardian's Ring, attacks 2 times for basic attack, and this is the most important thing about her that we need. This is a 50% chance to death debuff people on basic attack. It's actually kind of insane how good it is. I would personally make the argument that the proccing rate accessories, each and every single one of these proccing accessories are actually too strong. But since we are gonna use that today, I will not complain about it that much in depth for now. Lethal, I have given her life stealing, P attack, M attack, and counter rate, which is pretty standard if you ask me. I'm pretty sure that's pretty standard for a counter unit. For special traits, I've given critical rate, counter rate, and status effect cast rate. This thing is absolutely necessary for cast a death debuff. I have Noah, who is just there because I don't have a lot of other characters, as I've said by the 10 million times by now. Although she does also help because she does activate Tara's passive skill. I have given double critical as well for higher debuff casting chance. Max HP, which is the only thing that really works in terms of survivability now. Well, no, actually it's not. It's not double. It's not, because Rudy is a thing, but we'll get to that later. I've given this blocking rate because I don't have stuff to build. Skill use chance, M attack, and blocking rate. Special traits wise, given her skill use chance, death debuff resistance, and more blocking rate. And now the most important character on the team besides Rudy, Tara. Now she's the speed leader, as you can see, so obviously it's a double speed. Obviously double HP because once again that's what it works. Oh no, it's not double HP, it's HP blocking. HP blocking. Speed attack Yeah, that's necessary. Skills, chance, and blocking rate. More blocking rate. As you can see, we are building a lot of blocking rate. And we're given willful ring, and debuff removal, which is not very built very high, but it's still better than nothing. Limit break subtract. I have given her death resistance because Chris is really annoying. Chris is still a thing. Death status effect casting rate. This is staple for Tara, if you ask me. And blocking rate, more blocking rate. And you see, above all, I think what Rudy really does the best is this: the defense and blocking increase. You see, this is not only a thing that's useful for defensive teams. It's useful for anything. And this is, yeah, it ties back to why I think Rudy has been the best character, the only character that they balanced correctly. And anyway, let's not waste any more of your time and let's go in. We'll just play like maybe 4 or 5 matches, and I'll show you the next team, which I have been able to push to a master rank, despite being completely, well, not completely lah, but fairly off meta. So we start off, the opponent has 90 speed, oh well. The celestial items are really annoying. I wish they did not add them into the game, or if they had to add them into the game, I wish they were not stronger than dragon items. Anyway, he starts off, he's gonna... No! You should have used Rudy's skill. Even after I gave you skill use chance, you don't want to use his skill. Don't get death debuff, okay? Even master rank, even Chris and master rank. If you had used Rudy's skill, you wouldn't get block nullified right now. If you had used Rudy's skill, come on. Stop! No! What? You're using all the wrong skills. Why didn't you use Rudy's skills? You do nothing, you idiot. You didn't even cool down them because they have skill nullification. My gosh. I wish you could play Arena manually sometimes. But at least, hopefully this won't do too much damage. I think my Chris is actually on threshold now. Oh, not yet. The death debuff doesn't come because this guy built death debuff resistance, obviously. Finally, you use Rudy's skill. All of them are like low health already. Well, only Chris is low health, but that's still bad. No damage. No death debuff again. Wait, I think their skill use is, their nullification is gone already, right? Yep. Not doing too much damage there. Nullified. It's still no death debuff. Is his whole team resistance to death debuff? Wow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, by the way, Tara increases the debuff casting rate for all magic heroes, so Yanni should be proccing the death debuff like way more. But Yanni's dead because she's an awakened hero with no health. Oh yeah, they definitely have death debuff resistance, or a very high amount of death debuff resistance. Unfortunately, we do not have skill nullification to nullify the Agnes Flame that will come, which is a bit unlucky. But Tara will transform and that will remove the Agnes Flame from her. I just hope that doesn't... Oh no, she actually was... she actually had 1 count of skill nullification. So that's actually not even needed. And Rudy's dead. Oh, that's unlucky. I think we're gonna lose this. We need Rudy to survive so that he keeps increasing their blocking rate and the defense. If he dies early, then you're essentially lost. Sage resisted the stun, and he gets to cast the skill even though it was on cooldown when the turn started. That's really annoying. Chris is dead. Okay, no, he's not dead. He's just 1 turn. Somehow, I thought he died early. Oh, finally 1 count of death debuff counts, but it's not really gonna help us, is it? The Fire is on the Fire is the one who's on death debuff. We are probably all dead because this is a very powerful skill. Yep, we're all dead. Tara survives somehow, but she's not gonna 1v5 them. I'm gonna change the formation a bit actually. I haven't actually decided what's the best formation to use with this team yet. But I really do not cannot have Rudy dying so early. I need him to stay alive so that he'll buff the defense of Tara, Noah, and Chris. Round number 2. All of them are hiding. Oh well, only 2 of them are hiding, but that's gonna be a bit annoying. He's using Milia, Gyarados, and 307 Knights team. And yeah, definitely I feel like in Master Rank, the variance in the team composition is the most. Which is something that I normally like. Hopefully, no, it's not gonna do any damage because there's no notification. He doesn't. No, Chris didn't counter or none of them countered. Was he hiding? Yeah, was hiding, I guess. Do we have skill notification? We should have skill notification. Oh, what? No, we didn't. That's a bit annoying. And oh yeah, they have Gyarados. They have perfect death debuff resistance, so death debuff is useless now. Fixed damage coming so early. You need to survive that somehow. Maybe it was because of Mr. Armor, but that's not actually even a good thing because you can't cast the death debuff on them. Because we can't cast the death debuff on them. Don't use Chris and Johnny, come on. Are all of them frozen? Or Noah resisted the freezing somehow. He's gonna remove the freezing on all of them at least, so you don't have to worry about that for any longer. Not that it's gonna help us that much. Freezing is actually quite an underwhelming debuff these days. Oh, and one more thing, the fire gives perfect freezing resistance, which immediately killed Gyarados from the meta. Another example of them completely screwing up the balancing of heroes. Oh, no, actually wait, this is useless. She has Fire's Awakening skill. No. Actually didn't encounter that many fires before because a lot of those lower tier arena teams don't actually have these pretty difficult to get heroes. All of them are okay. Wait. He's gonna do quite a bit of damage, isn't it? Yep. Paralyzing everyone. At least Tara did not get targeted by that. Yeah, and Woody is still alive, so we should be able to survive. Unless he is low on health, I guess. No, he's not that low on health. As long as Rudy is alive and Rudy, Chris, and Tara are alive, we still have a chance to win. The guy just is gonna freeze us, isn't he? Okay. Not a lot of damage at all. 8,000 damage. But we are frozen though, so that's very, very that's not good. It's not gonna do any damage, dude. Yep, no damage. 6,000 damage coming from Milia, that's so sad. We are on turn 12 already. I think we can start doing death debuff. But although we don't have Yoni on here anymore, so that's not exactly gonna help us much. And Chris got silenced. Are you gonna death debuff her? Okay, he died by death debuff. Not gonna question that. Okay, more skill notification. That's exactly what we need, and more healing. This guy does not have Sage, so we will heal the full amount. And 0 damage. Absolute 0 damage. Okay, here comes suffocation coming from Tara. Gyarados dies by suffocation. They are gonna die by suffocation, but the Fenrir might survive because he can recover turn. He has turn-based recovery. He had skill notification, so nothing happened there except the suffocation, I guess. No, don't snipe my Chris, please. We should still have. Do we have skill notification still? Yes, we do. No damage. And yeah, Mr. Armor is just such an amazing pet. He can't actually kill. They can't actually kill us. That's why we really need Rudy to survive. Rudy combined with Mr. Armor is just so good, man. Well, it's not gonna be that good if we die by bleeding, so hopefully that did a lot of damage. This guy's Fenrir has the Berserker Ring, and the Berserker Ring is like really strong on the Fenrir especially. I think we're actually gonna lose. The Rudy might die, but how are we gonna kill the Fenrir? How are we supposed to kill Fenrir? I don't think we can win against this Fenrir. He's gonna cast the skill again, the defense offset skill again, and he's gonna kill Rudy. There's nothing Rudy can do versus a Fenrir. Yeah, it was very close anyway. Most of the other times the Fenrir actually died by the death debuff. Was it? I'm not actually that sure. But there's not really anything that he can do. He's just gonna slowly bleed to death. There'll be one time eventually he will get the bleeding, and once he gets the bleeding we will lose. Yep, the bleeding him. He's gonna bleed to death now. Okay, maybe not. No, please don't. No. Yes, that counts as a win, right? Yes, it counts as a win. How did Rudy do that much damage? I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm not gonna question it. Okay, this looks like more of the current meta team with Fi, Reagan Life, Freya, Rudy, and Sage. This is like a common meta team now. Good, wasted their Agnia's Flame. It's really lucky that he didn't use Rudy's skill, by the way, because this will actually waste one of our skill nullification. You will nullify the decreasing buff duration by 1 turn and waste a skill nullification for completely nothing. It's so annoying when that happens. I'm not sure whether that wasted our second count of skill nullification, but it doesn't matter that much, I guess. Well, actually it does, but it can't really be helped. No, fixed damage. No one got blinded somehow. Is this a blinding skill? Oh, it's not a blinding skill. What's the blinding skill then? The awakening skill? Oh, it's the awakening skill. Okay, now it's the blind. The blind comes now. How come that? Oh no, he's gonna use this. Do you have a 44 or higher Reagan life, really? Oh, the Reagan life died by death debuff. He didn't get the chance to use the third attack. And now suffocation comes. With no Lupu, you are all vulnerable to suffocation now. Unfortunately, the cooldown is useless because they have awakened skills. Oh, you only died, okay. Transform, I think I'd rather you transform. I don't know who you would rather transform, to be honest, but let's just see what happens. Okay, they transform Tara. Complete waste of the cooldown, but okay. Now the blinding comes. Because I'm not sure that's gonna I'm not sure we can actually. Okay, no, the got cleanse. It didn't get cleansed, but it transforms. So blinding is removed. Yup, technically it was cleansed. You should have used that after the Agnes Flame. No, what a waste. If we die by Agnes Flame, I'm gonna be so angry. The Agnes Flame debuff is the most insane debuff that was added to the game since Suffocation. It's really 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 OP. None of us are poison, right? So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We should just, yup, 30,000 damage only. Are they gonna die by death debuff actually? It'll be funny if they die by death debuff. Oh, okay, both of them died. Only Rudy is left. But even this one Rudy will probably take a long time to kill. Oh wait, he could kill us actually. We have Agnes Flame debuff. We can't cleanse the Agnes Flame debuff because we don't have the accessory to do that. Oh wait, do we? I actually don't remember. Wait, what happened to the... Yeah, we had it on Rudy, right? We had it on Rudy. Okay, we should win. We should be able to win. It's a 4 versus 1. We can't lose this. Yeah, his Agnes Flame is actually not that strong anyway. It's only doing 6,000 damage each time it takes. Did we use the suffocation already? Oh, because he's not that low on health, and we can't kill him by death debuff because if we could, he'd be dead by now. Yeah, it's only 6,000 damage on an Agnes Flame. Not a particularly strong fight. More suffocation coming. He should die at any time now. He's gonna suffocate to death. Yup, he's gone. And we will stop here for this team because there's actually another team that I would like to show with the mythical Rudy. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's safe to say that with some strong team building and yeah, you don't need to follow the meta that much in order to get to like a pretty okay mid-tier arena place, which is like 4,300 master. It's not grand rank, not like my main account who's on grand rank right now. It's not grand rank, that's true, but it's not bad either. It's not like in gold rank, platinum rank. It's in master rank, and I'm using this. I'm literally using this. Just think about that. This character. There are so many creative ways to use Rudy, and this is the reason. Once again, I'm saying this again, but I'm really just so happy. Just so happy that they got it right this time. This is the reason that Rudy is the first character that they actually balanced correctly in this game. I'm gonna be ending this part of the video right now because I think I've taken up too much of your time already. There will be another part of the video released sometime afterwards with containing the next team that I will use with Mythical Rudy. Thank you for tuning in.